Welcome to Trading Mindset Talks. This is the space where we talk about trading psychology, emotional balance, and how to train your mind to trade with clarity. In the last episode, we uncovered the silent psychological traps that cause most traders to fail. If you missed that one, make sure to go back and check it out. It sets the foundation for what we are exploring today. This episode is about something every trader talks about, but few actually understand: discipline. Not the kind of discipline that feels like a punishment, and not the kind where you have to force yourself to follow rules. We are talking about a different kind of discipline, one that is trained, one that is rooted in daily habits, emotional awareness, and a deep connection to your purpose. Because discipline is not a personality trait, it is a practice. In fact, without discipline, no strategy will save you. Your edge, your analysis, your signals, they all fall apart the moment you let emotion take over. So if you want to build real, lasting consistency in trading, you have to understand how discipline actually works. In this audiobook, we will explore why relying only on willpower often fails, how habits automate your discipline without burning out your energy, what mindful routines anchor you before, during, and after a trade, and how the best traders recover from mistakes without spiraling. Stick with us till the end, because we are not just sharing theory, we are giving you tools you can actually apply. Let us begin the journey of building real trading discipline, one habit at a time. Chapter 1. Why most traders lack discipline. Discipline sounds like something every trader should have, and in theory, it is simple. Have a plan. Stick to it. Follow your rules. But if it is that simple, why do so many traders struggle with it? Why do they break their rules? Why do they let emotions take over? The truth is, most traders are trying to force discipline. They rely on willpower alone. But willpower is like a battery. It runs out, especially when you are tired, stressed, or emotionally shaken. You might hold yourself together for a few trades, but one bad setup, one painful loss, and suddenly you are doing everything you promised not to. Discipline collapses when it is not backed by something deeper. And that something is structure. Think about how most people operate. They sit at their desk, they open the charts, and they hope that today they will be disciplined. But nothing about their day supports that goal. No routine, no emotional reset, no pre-trade check, no system for recovery after a bad trade. It is like asking a house to stand tall without a foundation. Discipline is not just a mindset, it is a structure of habits. Now, here is the good news. You do not have to be naturally disciplined to succeed in trading. You just have to create an environment where discipline becomes easier than chaos. Top traders know this. They do not leave their mindset up to chance. They build rituals. They journal. They reflect. They step away when emotions rise. They do not wait for discipline to appear. They design their day around it. And when discipline fails, as it sometimes will, they do not spiral. They notice the slip. They reset. They return to the plan. Because that is what real discipline looks like. Not being perfect, but being prepared to return to center again and again. Here is something else to understand. Discipline is not just about avoiding bad trades. It is about consistently doing the right things, even when no one is watching. It is staying focused when you are bored. It is following your routine when results are slow. It is honoring your stop loss even when the market tempts you. This type of discipline is not loud. It is quiet, steady, and powerful. And it grows through repetition. One checklist followed, one rule respected, one emotion observed without reaction. Each time you do that, you strengthen your trading identity. You remind yourself, I am someone who sticks to the plan. That identity becomes your anchor. And over time, it becomes harder to not follow your rules, because you have wired discipline into your way of being. As we move forward, we will explore how to build that kind of structure through habits. Simple, repeatable actions that hold you steady when the market tries to pull you away. Let us dive into how that works. Chapter 2. Habit loops. How small routines shape big results. Most people think habits are about discipline. But in reality, habits are about systems. Your brain loves patterns. It wants to automate as much as possible. So the more often you repeat an action, especially when linked to a trigger, the more automatic it becomes. This is how a habit loop is formed: trigger, routine, reward. Let us break that down in a trading context. Trigger: the clock hits 9 a.m. Routine: you sit at your desk, open your charts, and scan your watch list. Reward: you feel a sense of readiness. Over time, this loop becomes part of your identity, not because you forced it, but because you repeated it. This is the beauty of habit loops. They remove the need for constant willpower. Imagine trying to stay disciplined without routines. Every trade becomes a mental battle. Should I take this trade? Am I being greedy? Should I wait? You become exhausted before the session ends. But when your trading day starts with small, repeatable rituals, you reduce friction. You make discipline easier, because your body and mind know what comes next. Here are a few examples of habit loops you can build. Example 1. Trigger: sit at desk. Routine: review pre-trade checklist. Reward: feel focused. Example 2. Trigger: see strong emotion rising. Routine: pause and breathe for 30 seconds. Reward: regain clarity. Example 3. Trigger: end of trading session. Routine: journal your trades and emotions. Reward: sense of closure. Each of these creates a rhythm, and that rhythm becomes your anchor. The key is to keep it simple. You are not building a complicated system, you are building consistency. Even one small ritual, repeated daily, starts shaping your identity. Think of top traders. They do not guess their way into discipline. They engineer it through routine, through habit, through structure. Now, here is something most people miss. Habits are not just physical actions. They also include your inner dialogue. The way you speak to yourself becomes a habit too. If every time you lose a trade, you say, "I knew I should not have done that," that becomes your emotional habit loop. But if you build the habit of reflecting with curiosity, "What triggered me here?" you build mental resilience. So habits are not just tools, they are the environment inside your mind. And the great news? You can rewire them. You can create habit loops that support discipline, calmness, and focus. Not by chance, but by intention. In the next chapter, we will zoom in even further. We will explore the specific morning and pre-trade routines that help traders anchor their emotions and prepare for focused execution. Let's go deeper. Chapter 3. Morning and pre-trade rituals that anchor you. Discipline does not start the moment you enter a trade. It starts much earlier. In fact, it begins the moment you wake up. Most traders overlook this. They rush into the trading day. Coffee in one hand, phone in the other. Charts already open. No space, no breath, no preparation. But if your mind is already scattered before the market even opens, how can you expect to trade with clarity? That is why morning and pre-trade rituals are so powerful. They help you slow down. They set your internal state before the chaos begins. Let's start with morning rituals. These do not need to be long or complicated, but they must be intentional. Here are a few examples. Taking 5 minutes of quiet time or meditation, journaling your thoughts or dreams from the night, doing light movement or stretching, reading a few lines of a book that centers you. The point is not to feel good. Point is to become aware of your thoughts, your energy, and your emotional state. This awareness becomes your first layer of protection. Now comes the pre-trade ritual, the bridge between your life and your trading session. This can include reviewing your trade plan, checking key levels and news without emotional bias, scanning your watch list calmly, running through your emotional checklist. Am I calm? Am I chasing? Am I trading to prove something? Each of these steps prepares your mind. You move from scattered to steady, from reactive to intentional. And it is not just what you do, it is how you do it. Even a 10-minute pre-market routine, if done with presence, can shape your entire trading day. Here's the deeper truth. These rituals are not just tasks. They are anchors. They remind you, I am not here to gamble. I am here to execute my edge. And when practiced consistently, they create emotional memory. Your body learns to settle. Your breath slows. Your mind becomes clear. So when the market opens and volatility hits, you are not trying to find balance. You are already grounded. You brought the balance with you. This is how mindful traders prepare, not just with setups and signals, but with inner readiness. In the next chapter, we will explore how to reset during the trading session, especially when things go wrong. Because no matter how strong your start is, but what you do when you are thrown off matters even more. Let us move there now. Chapter 4. Reset Rituals. Recovering from mistakes and tilt. Even the best traders make mistakes. They take trades they should not have. They hold too long. They exit too soon. What separates a mindful trader from the rest is not perfection. It is how quickly and how calmly they reset. When you are in tilt, emotional overload, your logic shuts down. You start chasing. You take revenge trades. You try to make back what you just lost. And most importantly, you stop seeing clearly. This is why reset rituals are essential. You need a clear, practiced way to bring yourself back to center. Before damage piles up, let us look at what that might include. Step 1. Step away. The moment you notice you are spiraling, even a little, take a physical break. Stand up. Move to a different room. Change your environment. Step 2. Breathe intentionally. Close your eyes. Inhale slowly for 4 seconds. Hold for 4. Exhale for 6. Repeat for 3 rounds. This slows your nervous system. It interrupts the emotional loop. Step 3. Check the story in your mind. Are you angry at the market, trying to prove something, feeling desperate? Just becoming aware of these thoughts reduces their power. Step 4. Journal, a quick reset log. You do not need pages, just 2-3 lines. What happened? What emotion came up? What do you need right now? This builds awareness and accountability. Step 5. Revisit your rules. Read your plan out loud. Remind yourself, I trade from clarity, not emotion. These 5 steps can take as little as 5 minutes, but the effect, huge. You are showing your brain that you are in control, that you can pause, reset, and return, instead of losing control. Over time, this becomes a powerful identity shift. You are not the trader who panics after mistakes. You are the trader who resets. And even if your resets means stopping for the day, that is still a win, because mindful trading is not about doing more. It is about doing what is right. In the next chapter, we will explore how to make discipline last, not just for a week, but for years. Let us go there now. Chapter 5. Long-term discipline. How mindful traders sustain it. Anyone can stay disciplined for a day or two, even a week. But what about months? What about years? This is where most traders struggle. They start strong, then life happens. They fall off track, and they tell themselves, I will get back to it tomorrow. But tomorrow keeps moving. Long-term discipline is not about being strict all the time. It is about building sustainable systems. Let us look at how mindful traders make their discipline last. 1. They simplify. They do not rely on 20 indicators or 10 checklists. They pick the few tools that work, and they use them well. The simpler the system, the easier it is to stick to. 2. They reflect regularly. Mindful traders set time to look back, not just at results but behavior. They ask, what helped me stay focused this week? What pulled me off course? This reflection turns experience into insight. 3. They accept fluctuations. No one feels motivated every day. No one is 100% focused all the time. Mindful traders know this, so instead of expecting perfection, they build space for rest and renewal. Discipline includes pausing when needed, not just pushing harder. 4. They track progress differently. It is not just about P&L, they track consistency. Did I follow my plan? Did I manage my risk? Did I log my emotions? These are the signs that your discipline is working, even if profits take time. 5. They reconnect to purpose. Over time, routines can become dull, so mindful traders remind themselves why they trade. Freedom, growth, mastery. That connection fuels their habits with meaning. And here is the deeper truth. Long-term discipline is less about control and more about relationship. Your relationship with yourself, your time, your focus. When that relationship is rooted in self-respect, not pressure, discipline becomes a natural expression, not a burden, but a choice. So do not aim to be disciplined forever. Instead, build today's system, then do it again tomorrow, and the next day, brick by brick, habit by habit. That is how mindful traders stay the course, and that is how you build a trading practice that grows with you, year after year. Let us move to the final section and tie it all together. So here you are. You have just finished a deep dive into what it really takes to build trading discipline. Not the kind that comes from forcing or chasing, but the kind that grows from clarity, habits, and mindful awareness. We talked about where discipline breaks down, how habit loops shape behavior, the power of morning rituals and emotional resets, and finally, how to make all of this stick over the long run. Now it is your turn. Start small. Pick just one ritual from this episode and practice it tomorrow. Write it down, commit to it, let it become part of your process. Because discipline is not built in a day, it is built every day. If you feel like the market is overwhelming you sometimes, that is okay. We all have moments where we lose focus, act impulsively, or question our path. But what matters is what you do after those moments. Do you pause, reflect, learn? Mindful trading is not about eliminating emotion. It is about working with it, understanding your patterns, responding, not reacting. The more you practice, the more this becomes your default. You start recognizing the early signs of tilt. You breathe before acting. You journal instead of blaming. Over time, your trading stops feeling like a constant fight and starts feeling like a practice. That is where consistency lives. That is where growth happens. And if you want to go deeper, check out our full playlist, Mindful Trading Series. Each video breaks down a key piece of the mindful trader's path. Make sure to subscribe if you find this helpful, because we are here to help you build a calm, focused, and consistent trading journey. One breath, one habit, one trade at a time. This is what mindful trading looks like. Thank you for listening.